After a group of men kill his wife and paralyze his body, Gray Trace is made an offer that would restore his mobility and grant him a chance at justice or revenge. Oddly enough, this is one kind of upgrade that doesn't involve turning your entire body into a robot. The film is written and directed by Leigh Whannell. Yeah, Leigh Whannell's at it again. He's gone into the horror genres before, and now he's done something with more action in it. And I had to admit, it's pretty friggin' awesome. I knew that from the moment I saw the trailers. It stars Logan Marshall Green, Harrison Gilbertson, and Simon Maiden. You may notice something about Leigh Whannell and his pictures. He likes to get people that are less well known and put them into these movies so that you don't have any preconceived notions of the kind of things that they're going to do. And I'll have to give him credit. It's a great way of keeping the audience from having preconceived notions of what might be happening based on who the people are that are playing these roles. As you may have noticed, I already like the film. I have to admit that the concept is amazing. To be realistic, we've had films like this before where people have had some kind of upgrading, go after revenge or justice, mostly revenge and murder. Green's mannerisms are perfect for this role, but he's not so good with interacting with other people. His on-screen chemistry is about as good as actual chemistry. I know your movements are great when you're doing the whole robotic thing, but try not to be as robotic when you're talking with a cop, especially when you're telling her she can stab you in the leg. The duality of Stem and Gray is fantastically executed. It feels sort of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, but in this case, they are both interacting with each other at the same time, which gives us something both classic and new. Good God, that's not really something we see a lot of. Like, ever. The action is great with a unique edge to it. The futuristic technology is not too far out of the realm of possibilities. Whereas apparently the future involves putting octagons on a Prius. Keeping the environments limited keeps the film relatable, but still interesting. Effects look mostly practical and very gooey. Even something as simple as a man getting his neck cut open in surgery feels more visceral for some reason, but then again, look who wrote the film. There are some interesting visual choices for the camera work and post-production effects, like having a bit of static at the very bottom half of the screen whenever Gray gets hit in a certain way. I have to admit that Green really brings his A-game to this movie. Yeah, I want to say the awkwardness is due to the writing, but when I think back on it, Leigh Whannell's really never had a weakness with character interactions before, and all of the problems seem to involve Logan, and now that I think about it, every woman that he's interacted with the exception of his mother, but those scenes weren't as intense as the ones he had with the cop, or as connected as they should be with his wife. With any issues that I've had, I'd have to say that this is probably the best written film I've seen from Leigh Whannell yet. And the story is so complicated that after you get past the halfway point and even into the last third, the story just takes on this kind of evolution where everything suddenly makes sense. With all that said, I give the film a rating of 8.5 out of 10. Not really the greatest thing, but it was a really damn good film. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.